Hello guys, so this is our end result. Our weather app is going to look something like this. So I'll type in the city name. I'll do hi, whatever, I'll do London first. Okay, so here, and it says, so first this is like an h1 tag, and then this is like the image which represents the current weather, and the next this is the temperature. You can click on this C to like change it to F, Celsius to Fahrenheit, basically like that. And next this is the description, and that's the place. So like we just typed in London, so that just came up with the country right there. And I could do anything, like I could do my my like I could do Hyderabad, like that's where, yes, you see, like it's just gonna change immediately. Now, yeah, that's nice. Now let's go to the Visual Studio Code and start to make this thing, the weather app. So first I'll do File and then Open Folder, and right here I'm going to create a new folder and name it Weather App, and that's the place where we're going to be working on. I'm going to do Select Folder, and we are in that folder, and right here now I'm going to do New File and do index.html. All our HTML code is going to go here. And next we need to style.css too, like where we style our HTML file. And next script.js or an app.js. Let me do app.js, and that's good. Now let me go to the index.html file and first do exclamation and then tab, which will give me like the bare bones of the HTML. So now we can start to work here. So I'll change it to weather app, and then I'll link the HTML file to with the CSS file like that. So if I click that, it's just going to take me to the style.css, like, yeah, like that. It's all, yep, right there. Now we are in the, so now I'm gonna make a div called container with an ID container div ID, and I'll do container, and that's where I'll work save. I'll actually put auto save on. It's actually on, so yeah, I don't have to save every time. And now right here I'll do all my weather app. So I'll do header, and in here I'm gonna put an h1 tag, and inside of it I'll do weather. That's like the heading. Now if I click on copy path and then go to this one and like, open up a new one, paste it, enter. So yep, that's working. We could also see if like our the style.css file is working or not. So I could do color, background color, red, and see if it's working or not. I can go here and then refresh. You see that's working. And yep, right here. No, that's all right. Now let me work on this one right now first. So that's the header, and after that I'll create a new div with the ID of main. So I could do div hash and then the name, which will do it like that. Yep. So like here we'll put all this thing, like we'll put everything inside of this part, this square or whatever, and I want to refresh this so it's like, yeah, and I'll go here. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, right here I'll do an image tag. So as you can see in my app right here, we can find like an image which represents the weather. So for that, let me create an image tag. I'll go to Visual Studio Code, and in here, inside of the source, so I have a folder called icons. Let me show that to you. It's on the desktop, so I'll drag it and drop it in this weather app folder, like which is where we're working on currently, right there. So here we have all these images. So first we'll have unknown, and then as soon as they type in the city, we'll change it to like whatever weather there is in like that place. Nice. So I'm gonna do the unknown. So right here in the HTML file, I'll do icons slash unknown.png. Now if I go back to this place, I can actually see this weather. I know it doesn't look like that, but it will soon, like once we do the styling and all that first. Okay, now we'll have to have this temperature. So for that, I'll create an h1 tag, and inside of it I'll create 3 spans: span 1, span 2, and span 3. Okay, for the first span we'll have a placeholder, so that's a hyphen, which is gonna be like a placeholder, and we'll do so like an ID. We'll give an ID called temp, and for like the next one, that the other span we'll give an ID of symbol, ID symbol. So that's nice. And next, for this one, we'll do ID units. Units. Okay. And for this, we'll do C. And for this, for the second one, we'll do for the symbol. Let me actually go to the edge. And right here, I'm gonna copy this symbol and paste it in the Visual Studio Code. So now, if we go back here so we see this, which is basically this. And now next we'll do the description and the place. So for each of those, I'll do like a heading tag. For the first one, I'll do an h2. That's like the description, and ID of not right there. ID of description, and inside of here I'll put a placeholder, and that's the hyphen once again. And next one's gonna be h3, and that's place, ID place. So right here, hyphen. So we're having the hyphen as the placeholder, and then in the app.js we'll make it like, so as soon as you type in the city, we'll make sure it changes to like the actual thing. It's currently this. If we refresh it, like that. So yeah, we just made something that looks like this. Next, and we need to have an input right here. So for that, like, I'll do a form tag action. For now, I'll just remove that action. I don't need it. And then inside of this form, we'll have an input and a button. So I'll do input. So the first one's going to be the text, and we'll give it an ID of city, and that's where like we take the city input, and nice. And the next one's the button, and we'll do input, and we'll actually do let me do input first, and right here let me do submit. That's a type. We don't need to give this button an ID or I really can give an ID and then just do button. So like as we need to style it, I'll do btn button, that's it, and then go right here and then refresh. That's basically what we have right now. Also, as we see here, it says go, so we can like change it to whatever we want. Like you could put value, that's like one of the attributes, value, and you could do go or get weather, or whatever. I'm gonna do go, and then once again right here. Now that looks nice. I know it doesn't look like that. We need to add the styling which makes it look like that. So now let me go to the styling part, style.css, and in the style.css, first what you want to do is first do this. This is like for in general for like the whole document. So I'm gonna add this font. So that font's name is Cormorant Garamond. That's like, yeah, I got it from the Google fonts. So it's this font. I could go to the fonts.google.com, Google, and now type in Cor, yeah, it's this one, Cormorant, yeah, and I got this one, Light 300, click on select, and embed right here. I'll just copy this one, and go to the Visual Studio Code, and paste it right here. That's nice. And once again, I have to go here, and then copy this thing, and paste it in our style.css. So we're gonna do this, so it's like, yeah. And now we'll do font weight is none, or I mean normal. Oh, now if we take a look at that one, this thing, it's, yeah. Now I'll go to the header section and then make it look like this part right here. So let me go back right here and do header, because so that's like so you don't have to specify like anything before that because it's a tag, HTML tag. And now I'll have a border of I'll do 2 pixels, solid black, and after that I'll do width is 300 pixels. Now let me see how that looks. Refresh, something like that. Now let me go back to this part. Also, I'm going to add a margin which will make our page like come to the center. So 0 and auto, like you'll see what happens right now. So yep, that makes things go to the center. Now right here we'll do text align center, and after that border radius we'll do, so border radius is like the rounded corners. Border radius, I'll do 25 pixels on like the top left and 25 pixels on like the top right, and then 0 and 0 on like the bottom sides. So it looks something like that. So let me go back to this one. And here I'll do padding 20 pixels on like all sides. And then, so let's have a look at it once again. So you see it looks like, yes, now, but it has like some margin on the top, so we just need to add that and done. So margin, I'll do 100 pixels. Oh, I should actually specify margin top. Yeah, that was a mistake. So instead of margin, I should do margin top, and we'll, yeah, see what happens right now. That's exactly like this one, the other part. Now let me go and style this one. So we gave that a ID of main, so I'll do hashtag main, which refers to that ID. And now, same as this one, it's this thing. I'll just copy that. And width, it's going to be the same. Basically, those are the same things. And also text align center. But we're not going to have this one, border radius, because we don't have any rounded edges for that. So basically, these three are the same. And let's have a look at it right now. We still need to add that padding, which will make it equal. And also, if you can see, we have like two lines, so I'm going to remove one of these. So I'll go to Visual Studio Code, and then right here I'll do border top, and then do none. So we'll just have one. So you see, that's better. Now we'll have the position relative, and also padding 20 pixels. Padding 20 pixels right there. And now it should be, oh no, of like the same height right there. That looks nice. And we'll also need to, let me go back and see. So width is 200 and text align relative. So that's it for this one. And we'll go to the form one. So that's a tag too, and we don't have to put anything before the name as we did to this one. We'll just leave it this way. And for the form, I'll do same border. And these two are the same. First of all, let me copy them and paste them right here. Save. And width is the same. Text line center is the same. And I'll copy those two too. And now paste them right here and see how that looks. Also, I might need to add this padding, which we are doing it for like all of them. Now save. That's nice. So we need to add this round edge. So for that we'll do border radius, but like you remember we did 25 25 0 0, and instead we'll do 25 0 0 25 25. So let me copy this part, copy, paste it right here, or I can just copy this one and then like, and nice. That's it. So we'll have to do the text align center, which will make it look better. So text align center, like almost like we have very easy styling, not much. And after that, so I'm also gonna like add more padding, like padding top, which will make it look better. So I'll do padding top. I'll do top specify. Or I don't even have to do that actually. I'll just leave it this way. Maybe I want to see, is there any difference? I guess there is, like I'll have to add more padding or what. We'll see, we'll do that, like we'll get that at the end. Now, we'll go ahead and style for like the image. So if I go here, see this one, it's already alright. I don't even have to style anything. I thought I had to. Okay, it's alright now. Let me style for like the description. So basically we have like the description in like all lowercase. I can make it like capitalize. So we'll do like all that styling at the end, because you like know more about that. Now we'll do the JavaScript part, and before that, let me go to the open weather. Just type in open weather map, and right here. So block. This is like the API that we're gonna use. So go to API, and so we're gonna use this current weather data API. I'm gonna do subscribe, and then click on the free one, get API key, and then you need to like register. I already have one, so I'm gonna just sign in, and then do and I actually like I just have the key, so like as soon as you sign in, you'll see your key. Yeah, so I don't remember, like actually wait, let me so let me, I just forgot my password. I need to look it up. Or I'll actually just create a new one. I just don't remember my password. So I'll do okay, and I'll enter my email. Password, I'll just give one that I can remember. Just click on these two, like agree with those, and now click on I'm not a bot. Create account. Save. Regulator. Company. Just cancel. And now go to this API key. That's the API key. So, or you could like generate another one. Do weather app, and generate one. And I'll use this one. Copy. And now we'll go to this code. Now we'll go here and then link these two, because we haven't linked these, the app.js and the HTML. So I can do script source. I'll do app.js. Nice. And I'll go there. So just to see if these both are connected, I'll do console.log, and I'll do hello and see if it's working. So I'll go here, weather map, refresh, shift I, console. Hello. That so they're connected. That's good. Let me close it. And now, so if we go back to this thing, click on API, and then here, go with the API document, and right here, you see this by city name. So first, let me paste my code right here because I don't lose it, and go back here, and then copy this one. So that's the API that we are gonna call. So now, right here, we'll place London. That's like the constant, and then right here, we'll place this one instead. Nice. Save. And we're actually gonna copy this thing and like paste it in the browser to see like might wanna, yeah, just saying it's an invalid API. I'll wait for like a few more minutes. I don't know. This takes time, I guess. API. Or like, where is it? Right, this. The API key says was deleted successfully. That, not that one. Okay, so first we need to like confirm that email. That, yeah, I should have done that before. Okay. Do I need to do this right here? Okay. I'll go to this mail. Outlook. Done. I think you'll have to like verify your email address to like, yeah, and that's when that thing's gonna work. Oh, it's opening up right there. So we got another mail where it gives us our API key. We can like copy that one. That's like the working one. It should be, I think it's like the same thing basically. Yeah. Let me go right here. And then where's that? Okay, Visual Studio Code. Yeah, I think it's the same. It might work. I'm on just in case. Yeah, you see that's the same. Home, copy. This time it should work. So paste it right here. Oh, what's the problem? I got it from the mail itself. Still think it's a problem. You see, yeah, that's the problem. So it says within like next couple of hours it will activate. So I think I have like my last time's API key. I'm gonna just use that. But like, yeah, it will work for you like in a few hours. Oh, let me just go to. So the API key is okay. So I'll go to Discord. It's like, yeah. So I just got this one. That's the code. So like that's like an activated one, so it should work right now if I place it. Yep, this one's working. So I'll do a JSON formatter. That's like an extension. extension. So we're gonna, so there's like one for Chrome, and then like, yeah, just click on get, add extension, checking, done. I'll close this and refresh this page. So this is the API, and I'll copy this and paste it in my Visual Studio Code. That's good. So we'll do the XML HTTP request to get the send the request and like get the response back, and then work with that response. So first, what you want to do is do const, and we'll do request, and that we're declaring an object. So you do new XML HTTP request, and that, and now we do request.open, which will like open up a request, and so it accepts two parameters. First one's like the method, and I'll do get, and the second one is the URL, which is where it gets like the data from. So I'll do this thing and just paste the URL. I don't need that anymore. I'm just gonna remove that. Nice. That thing I can open up. And now, so we just opened up a request, and we'll do request dot send, which will send the request. So, and we need to do the request dot onload. So like as soon as the request, like we get the response, here's where we'll be like giving the function. So we're defining a function, error function, and parentheses, and inside of here we'll do if, an if clause, do request dot status is 200, which means it's like a good request, and like, yeah, so we'll do console.log console.log. I'll do JSON dot parse, and inside I'll pass the request dot response. Now we can see the response in like console logged in that page. So let me go there, right here, Shift I. So it's an object right here. We have all that, like the exact API that we saw before. So now we wanna use this data on like our page. So like, yeah, whenever someone types in the city, that should update every time. Yeah. So for that, let me go back right here and remove this console.log statement, and then do, so right here we'll do const, we'll declare const, and then be like data is going to be this, and every time, so like, yeah, we can be like, so I'm gonna get that temperature from there. So if we like have a look at this, I'm gonna copy it and go to this, open up. So you see, so we're gonna go here to the temperature. I'll do this one. Where's the temperature? Yep, the temperature. This is like a different format. We can like convert it to the Celsius by doing and ampersand. And then we'll do units. So that's like part of the docs is equals to metric. So you see that's in like the metric or you could also do imperial to get like in the Fahrenheit. Real. That's in Fahrenheit right now, but for now I just want to have it in this. So let's go here to the Visual Studio Code, and then here data dot. We're using this variable, so we're gonna get the. So I'm gonna go here data dot main dot temp dot main dot temp, and that we're gonna do console log, logging it in the console. So we should be able to see this, or actually like, yeah, we should be able to see this in our the file. If I refresh, you see, okay, the only we see it in that format like the other one. So we just want to copy this, and like I also added in this request URL, which will, yeah, no, that's the thing. So now if I refresh it back here, you see it's gonna be in 90.59. That's good. And now it's responsive too. It looks good on even on like the mobile phones. Yep. Let me close this. So this way I could use the data. Now if I go back here to here, so as we know we have that icon. So I also got that icon name from the API. So if you go here and see this, it says, and it shows you the icon. So it says 04D, and then if I go to the folder, like the icons folder, we have 04D, and so yeah, we'll put this as like the icon whenever there's 04D as like the icon part of that API. So like, yeah, whenever there is 04D right here, we'll put that icon. So first let's get this part from the API. So I'll just remove this for now. I'll do now data dot, so it's weather. So if you look at this one right here, I'm going to do it like this. It's just easier for me. So so if I see this, so it says weather, and that's like an array, and like inside of that array it's like the first thing. So I'll do square. I'm also gonna reduce this one. So yeah, right now, so data dot weather, and we'll do array of 1, I mean 0, because like that's yeah. And now we'll do I mean, yeah, the icon. So that's good. Now we'll declare this like we'll, yeah, do a const, and then, or let me do let, because this changes every time, like, yeah, that's this, yeah, I'll do let icon is equals to that. So basically you can like see this, like I'm on the console log, and I can do icon and show you that we are getting this like the correct one. So if I go here, refresh this page, and shift I, refresh, yeah, you see 04D. That's like the icon that we find right here for London. That's nice. We see that it's working. Now we'll do a variable called icon URL, and like that's like we're just gonna make it as like the source for like the HTML. So I'll explain that in a second. So I'll do icon URL is equals to, this is like the ES6 syntax, and inside of that I can do icons slash and dollar, dollar sign, and I'll do this and put the icon name, and I'll do .png. So what this basically does is like so if I go here and just find what's the I'm gonna give this an ID of weather image. So if I go back here and do weather image dot src is equals to the URL, so like the icon URL. Now if I refresh this, so if I look at this one, the icon is 040, which is this thing, and we have that icon right here instead of this unknown. So that way, so like, yeah, hope you understood what the icon URL is. So I'll go with the next thing. For now, I'll just remove that statement and refresh it. Nice. Next, we'll do the temperature that we just did it like a second ago, and let me do lit temperature is equals to data dot, and we'll do as we already did this, so it's like main. Let me see, it's main, right? Data dot main dot temp dot temp. Nice. Now we have this as the so if I copy this and then go to the app.js and then .src, or like no, .inner HTML is equals to icon temperature. Refresh this, see, that's like 19.59. That's like the, yeah, we just changed the inner HTML. I'll remove this one once again. Refresh. Oh, not right there. Refresh. That you see this. Now we'll do description, country, and city. So for description, let me do let description is equals to, we'll do data dot, and instead of data we'll do weather. So if you look at this one, it says it's like in the weather, so it's like, say, it's like where the icon is, so we'll do weather of 0 and I'll do dot description, and next one is the country. Let CYUNTRY country is equals to data dot, and where is this country? It is in the system part. Yep, right there, as that's the system, SYS, and it's like country. We'll do country. Nice. And we'll do let city is equals to data dot name. So it's like in the top, it says data dot name. Let me okay, I can see this. Let me zoom in. You see this one's name, so it's not part of anything, so it's just like, yeah. So I'll go here and main, that's like, or name, I meant, yeah, name. And so we got all the variables. That's good. I'll just change it and place it on the top of the country. Okay, so we got all the variables now. So Yeah, that's good. So also let's put an else statement. So if the request is not correct, so we'll do else. So this is like for like if the request is like has the status of 200, this works. But if it has like something else like a 404, we'll do yeah. If like the person enters the invalid city or anything, we're just gonna do console.log first, and right here this thing and error. So like we are gonna tell the error. So dollar to like insert the variable, and now request dot status. So I'll show an example of that right now. So if I do weather.25 or weather data 25 and just to save and refresh this, we're gonna see an error. You see error 404, and yeah. And if I like go back here and then just do 0.5 or like have a different error, so if I like change the API key, like if I remove that 2 and save, or like, and if I refresh this, 401. So like there are like various types of errors, and we see that right here whenever there's an error, and that's nice. So now we'll be like whenever that we'll do like we'll make this whole thing a function. So whenever if someone, so we'll do get weather function. This whole thing's going to be like a get weather function, and I'll do get weather camel case, and so we'll take a parameter called city. So like yeah, with that city we'll be like we'll insert it in here instead. So paste, right, nice. Now, so as I told you, so ES6 has like an easier way to like concatenate two strings with a variable, like bunch of strings with a variable. So you put this symbol right here where you can see that. I think I can zoom it in. So that symbol. And then like so whenever you need to like put that instead of the quotations, the symbol, and then like whenever you want to insert a variable, you just put dollar and open up the curly braces. And inside of here, let me do city, like the variable that we're gonna get whenever someone clicks, like yeah, the parameter. Now, yep. So we can like actually declare what the city is gonna be, or like yeah. I can be like console.log. Okay, never mind. I'll just leave it this way. It's all nice. Now I could also like, so I'll just like do. I'm gonna remove this API key. 9. I'll just remove that and then be like dollar once again, and dollar that and that, and now do API key. That's like my variable that I'm going to have. Let API key is equals to this. It's a string because there are letters in here, and nice. So that's all nice. So we need to like pass in this parameter, so we'll go to this place and then right here and like where it says form, I'll do on submit that's on submit. Oh, I have two S's, that's the problem. Okay, on submit, and inside I'll do get weather. That's the function. I can just copy that function like the exact name, paste it over here, and then inside of this place right here, we can say that what I can do is like document dot, or I could just like refer this one. So city, right? I can be like city. So like the previous versions of JavaScript, you had to do document dot and then like yeah, but now you don't have you don't even have to do that. You could just be like city, and then yeah, just have like all the attributes that you can add. City dot value. Mm-hmm. You. Yep, that's like what we're gonna pass in, and then after that we'll do return false. False. That just makes it work. If not, it's just gonna be like blank screen. So you should actually put this return false. And nice. Save this. Now we'll go to the app.js and just replace these or like yeah, just replace these values with like the placeholders that we had before. So we're just gonna be like document dot weather no, like the weather image. Let me get that ID first. Once again, you don't have to like put that document.getElement by ID every time. You can just yeah. Now source is equals to icon URL as we did previously. Nice. And next one is for like the temperature. It has the ID of temp. Paste it, and that'll be like inner HTML is this temperature variable. And next it is the description. I think that's the name. I think yeah, it's the same thing. Description is dot inner HTML is equals to description. That's the variable. Nice. And next it's the place. So we'll do place in the we'll go with the place. Dot inner HTML once again is equals to the place variable, the city variable, and like we're gonna be like concatenating two strings once again. So two variables. So that, and in here I'll put city, and after that comma, and I'll do country. Country. So that looks nice. Now we can go to our so if I enter something like let me do London and then go, I think there's like something like a mistake. Let me see. That's all good. I know. Well, let me actually just for now I'll just be like I think there's nothing bad right here. But I'll just be like so I'll make it work soon, but like now. Save. That's saved. So let me just like stop this function. Like I'm not gonna accept any values right here, and refresh. It's probably gonna be like, is there any error? description, I'll see there's something. I don't know, I'll see. Mm, the description, it is description. So it wasn't like description.inner.html, save. Okay, okay, let me actually see this data once again. Description should be coming up like every time. It's the description, right? Paste. Should be working. It's not changing. If I change this, yeah. So let me see what the problem is actually. I need to take a minute. So first, let me actually console.log this description and see if it's actually working or it's like there or not. Description and refresh. Yeah, light rain, that comes up. That's the light rain. Okay, that's correct, but I don't. Instead of description, I'll do something because like there's like a bunch of description. It's just confusing. I'll do that and I'll copy this thing and now paste it over here. Save. So click go. Yeah, it was just a problem. Like yeah, it was confused too. Like with like a bunch of names. Like yeah, it makes sense now. So I can actually accept the thing right here. It says get weather city.value, and now right here we'll need to accept that city. We just I just removed because like there was a mistake or something, but I think that's working. Just see if I dollar and I'll do city. And yeah, that's good. And we'll go back right here. And if I do London and then click go, that's doing all fine. Like I'll do Hydra, but and go. It's doing fine. Now it's good. So our weather app's actually done. So the only thing we need to add is like this C button. So whenever if I click on it, it's just going to change it to the temperature, the Fahrenheit. So also we could add like for some validation. So the problem is like whenever I don't type in anything and I click go, it's just not gonna work. and we can like be like adding an alert as we have it in this one. So if I don't type anything, it's just gonna be like please enter city, and then if I type in like a random city, it's gonna be like please enter valid city. I can do that. So I can go here, and in here else, right here, I can do alert, and I can be like please, please, please enter valid city. City. Please enter valid city. So it says please enter valid city. Now we can like test it. So whenever like the person types in the wrong thing, so now I just entered the wrong city, and then it's gonna say please enter valid city. Not right there, right here, like a random one. This it's giving the error. We need to refresh it, and now let me do water. Yeah, that was working. I just didn't refresh it. Now that's working. I can also add this. So whenever if the person doesn't doesn't add anything, I can like have an if clause right here, just on top of this thing right here. I can add an if clause, and then it's gonna be like if cd.trim, and then is equals to that trim that, and then we just want to be like returning from the function and not render the whole function. And here we'll do alert, and then please enter valid city. So like EASE enter valid, or just please enter city. Let me do that because they didn't even enter any city. And I save, and then return from the function. And yeah, because we don't want the function to like render. And if I do nothing, so like actually let me do nothing first, please enter city, and if I do that, it's gonna be please enter valid city, and that's nice. And finally we'll do this C button, and then we are done. You could just add that styling like at the end. Now let me go back to the Visual Studio Code, and after this one I'll start a new function, and the function is going to be toggle. So that toggle is going to take something called temp var, and inside of that, first I'll do an if clause, so it says, actually like I'll do that at the end. First I'll do if units, which is like one of our variables, like I mean the things, this one, units, if units dot class list dot contains contains, and we'll do F, so it's like the Fahrenheit. So I'll explain what this is later, and let me just do it first. Units dot class list dot contains F. I'll do units dot class list dot remove F. So this is like toggling. Let me, yeah, I'll tell that later. Okay. And also, so what this basically does is like, whenever, well, I'll actually show this. So, temp where toggle function. So I'll have to give this, yeah, toggle. So I'll copy this and then like give it to this one, to the C button. And so I'll go here and I'll be like on click that function. For now, that's not passing anything. We don't need it. So if I just see this code elements, if I go to this container and then like have a look at this thing, be like this one, yeah, H1, I don't need this, but like I need to have a look, actually this one, yeah. So whenever I click this, refresh. Okay, so I'll just show you the code here because like there's some problem with this refresh. So I'll just explain the code and then I'll, yeah, end this session now. So as soon as like I click on this, if you can observe right here, you see, so this temp so this has like a class weather. So as soon as I click on this one, so like what I like the functionality was like, so whenever I was like clicking on this, oh first like, oh sorry, I'll have to enter the city, like I do Hyderabad, and then as soon as I click on this right here, you can see this in like the H1 right now. So have a look at this weather. So as soon as I click it, so we see an F added right here. It's like a different class. So if like this thing has that F class on, we made like some changes. So we like converted this Celsius to the Fahrenheit and changed this F to C. So I'll have this code like in the description, so you can just, yeah, get this part. And then also I'll also have that style.css. I'll just end this. So like if I click on this once again, it's just gonna remove it. So you see, observe that part. Yeah, it converts back into the shell Celsius, as you can see. Yeah, we did that. So it's part of the JavaScript code. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. This is Shanuka Sriram Potkuchi and I'm signing off. Bye. If you have any questions, you can type in the comments, like, I mean, yeah, the chat. Thank you for watching my video. Bye. I'm just gonna end the stream. And